Let's talk Fortnite. We're going to use the Swift skin today. I bought it for my son a few days ago in the item shop. Speaking of the item shop, when's Blackheart going to show up there? I know everyone loves the pirate. Hey, we're doing a fancy little jig here. I bet you he missed his lucky landing. I came in on Season 8, so I missed all that. But my best guess is that Swift came in one of the earlier seasons. I have Fortnite Monopoly, but I think it's from Season 5. So Thursdays are the best in Fortnite because all the new challenges come out. I'm going to start off in Holly Hedges, and I'm going to destroy a teddy bear. Doesn't sound like a good thing to do. Actually, my daughter has millions of stuffies. She has a bunch of Pokemons, a lot of Five Nights at Freddy's. Actually, I gotta hide some of those at night. Imagine walking in your bedroom and seeing Freddy Fazbear sitting on your pillow. That's right, reminds you of FNAF 4. Who played FNAF 4? How about that Nightmare character? I had a hard time beating him. But I did. Perseverance in anything. So we're going to land here on the roof. I see a nice green weapon waiting for me. I'd like to give a shout out to my man Radius, who has inspired me to talk over videos. For better or for worse. Hopefully for better. I know that my gameplay is not all that interesting, so maybe a little narration will do the trick. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. Who could name that book? Oh, Meowskull. Let's get it. Sorry about that, dude. Should I remodel the kitchen while I'm in here? I remember when I was in high school and we had to read Tale of Two Cities. I didn't read the book, I rented the video. Nobody ever knew until right now. Oh, look, there's a green XP coin. It's funny about my son. He's only 5. He never does any of the challenges on his account. Every time he goes into a game, he just wants to defeat a boss and take their mythic weapon. I think I'll do a few challenges for him today. Let's see what's over here. A subcompact car. Some bandages. Ah, the great outdoors. Looks like someone's already been here. Coffee's good today, if anyone's wondering. So what is a noob anyways? Let's have a discussion. The term noob was actually coined in the 1990s when we all used to play Half-Life and Quake. It was short for newbie, and it was spelled N-E-W-B-I-E, which was shortened to N-E-W-B. And then a bunch of noobs, years later, recoined the phrase N-O-O-B. Let's see what we got here. No one's around. Looks like I scared them all away. Just kidding. How about a nice chest for you? Oh, these are some really nice roses. It reminds me when we first got this new PC, which is a non-gaming PC, I might add. Even though I game on it anyways. Hey, you can't stop the gamer. I'll be a gamer till the day I die. And I'm 50 right now. 50 years old, walking the earth for 50 years. Wait until you turn 50. You're going to really enjoy it. can't do martial arts like I used to. My knees hurt every time I throw kicks. Of course, that doesn't stop me. Wii U Fit. Now there's a good workout. Has anyone used the Wii or Wii U Fit program? It's pretty incredible. It's what I do for exercise while I'm stuck in quarantine. Half an hour of that. I've learned different dances, flamenco, jazz, hip-hop. Actually, the hip-hop program is the best workout. I remember hip-hop in the 90s. It was a much different thing than it is today. Speaking of hip-hop, I saw Public Enemy in the 90s with Kid and Play. And Queen Latifah was on the bill, but we got there too late. I remember seeing West Side Connection at the Key Club. That was when Ice Cube and Be Real, they had a beef, but they squashed it on stage that night. That was back when I did construction. I had my head shaved. I used to dress like Stone Cold Steve Austin. And let's go to Weeping Woods. I know there's a challenge to do there. I'm just rambling. Stop me. Oh, actually, you can't stop me because you're not in my house. Only I can stop myself. We have to harvest wood. I wonder what kind of trees these are. Elm? Hemlock? Actually, hemlock's not a tree, is it? It's a poisonous plant. Let's see what we got here. Just running through the woods. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen another opponent. Who's excited for that new Weezer album coming out? I know I am. I love distorted guitars. You've been eliminated. Good day. Do a little dance. Anyone here remember breakdancing from the 1990s? I'm sorry, that was the wrong time period. It was actually in the 1980s. Breakdancing hasn't really come back yet. I know poppin' and lockin' was a thing for a little bit, but it's never made a real resurgence. The day that people were wearing parachute pants and fishnet shirts, that's when breakdancing will truly have come back. Speaking of comebacks, what about heavy metal? It seems to be stuck in the 1980s. Except for Frontier Records has a lot of good releases that are coming out these days. They're a record label somewhere out in Europe. They're releasing a lot of good stuff. They're responsible for the Metal Church album. Oh, look at that. I got someone with a bomb. What do you guys want to talk about? Post it in the comments. We'll talk about it. Let's see here. Oh, there's another guy. I'm missing one. Got bad aim. Oh, I'm an AR specialist. Look at that. Isn't that special? Got him. So I want to throw out a disclaimer. I'm not a very good Fortnite player, and I've never claimed to be. So please don't hold me up to that standard. I just love the game. I love to play. I've been playing video games forever. Ever since my dad brought home an Atari when I was a kid. And we played Pong and Combat. And from there we got a ColecoVision, an Activision, an Intellivision, a Commodore 64, where I tried to play Zaxxon. Never could beat that game. It's very complex. And then I remember when the Sega Genesis came out with Sonic the Hedgehog, Toe Jam and Earl. That was a good game. Kid Chameleon. And then I had a Sony PlayStation, the first one. And I played FIFA soccer a lot. And then I had a couple of the WWE wrestling games. I remember I was in a recording session. And when you're in the studio recording, sometimes you just have a lot of time on your hands to just do nothing and listen. I won the championship belt with every single character. I remember when you used Mankind, it unlocked Dude Love and Cactus Jack and Mick Foley. I won the belt with all those guys. Actually, I was tracking vocals while using a handheld game console. I can't remember which one it was. Maybe it was a Game Boy. And I was playing Tetris. So I was singing and playing Tetris at the same time. Maybe that's why all the vocals fit perfectly on that recording. Actually, you could listen to it too. If you're on Spotify or YouTube, if you type in Peel, P-E-E-L, and then the album is called Blindside. Peel, Blindside, and it should pop up. Although there was a million other bands called Peel at the time. So you're gonna probably get all them too. I'm just rambling on here. Just like Led Zeppelin says. Let's see if I could do this challenge, even though the storms washed over me. Speaking of storms, I grew up in Connecticut, and when I was in high school, I feel like it rained every single weekend. I had a 78 Camaro LT. That thing was awesome. We used to race a lot too, because it was kind of in the country. And my buddy, I can't remember what kind of car he had. I think he had a Firebird. But me and him would go driving solo, kind of like from the movie Swingers, where everyone's driving their own car. And we'd pull up to a light against another muscle car, and we'd all race. It's pretty awesome. Can't do that nowadays, of course. And I will put this out there, we never raced through anyone's neighborhood, like people do in LA. People are going down residential neighborhoods racing. That's not cool. We just used to do it in the country. Reminds me of one time, I used to work third shift at a gas station right out of high school. And I used to sleep when I got home from work at like 7:30 in the morning. And one day, me and my buddy Ian, we decided to blow off sleeping and take a ride somewhere in my Camaro. And we had both been up all night. And I must have fallen asleep at the wheel. We woke up and I was driving through a farm field. Luckily we didn't hit a tree. Imagine that, you're driving in a car and you wake up in a field. That's crazy. Yeah, that was the 1980s for you. So we're here at Risky Wheels right now. I used to go to the drive-ins a lot. Good times. My parents had a station wagon. We'd all get up on the roof with a blanket, enjoy the fresh, clean air, watch a good flick. Remember the band at the drive-in? That was a good band. Alright, let's see what we got here. We got 4 eliminations under our belt. Hey, there's some hay. Let's go into the shed and see if... Nope, someone already looted this one. Didn't really get too many challenges done on this match. I'll have to do a full rundown in another video. I forgot to do that too. I was too busy rambling about nonsense. Which is what the internet is anyways. It's just a bunch of nonsense. So I might as well add my own nonsense to the internet. There's some shield potion. Let's put it in motion. Bandages. Let's get those just in case. Let's see, where should we go next? Looks like the storm circle is dragging us to Frenzy. Frenzy Farm is a really good addition to the game. I have to tell you, I love the new map. I love the old map, but I also love the new map. People complain too much on the internet. Wah, I don't like this, I don't like that. Just take it easy. It's a video game. Enjoy it. The moment you're not enjoying video games, you should stop playing. Because that defeats the whole purpose. Video games were meant to be fun. Do you know what fun is? Speaking of fun, whatever happened to that band Fun? They were huge a few years back and now they disappeared. It must not be fun for them. So today's service announcement is don't make Fortnite unfun for everyone else. If you're having a bad time with it, just stop playing. Let everyone else have fun. This game's awesome. It's my new Half-Life. Half-Life was the game I played for years and years and years in the 90s, even into the early 2000s. Until City of Heroes beat it out. Anyone play City of Heroes when that came out? When was that? 2003 maybe? 2004? I remember I got it when it first came out, and I created a bunch of Marvel and DC characters. I created Thanos, actually. A lot of people wanted to buy that skin off me. I wouldn't sell. Some things are not worth money in life. Like my old comic book collection. I had all the Guardians of the Galaxies. Actually, I still have those. When I eBayed all my comic books and Star Trek collection years ago, I kept the Guardians of the Galaxy comics only, because those were my favorite. They reminded me of when I was a kid. Oh, I just got someone. My dad used to buy me comic books when I was a kid. And I remember I had Guardians of the Galaxy. And then DC Comics had a counterpart comic. I don't know which came out first. They were both based in the 31st century. Theirs was called Legion of Heroes. Or was it Legion of Superheroes? I can't remember. That also reminds me of when I used to hang out at Golden Apple Comics on Melrose. And people would just argue over the most ridiculous things. Robin's tights, they look different today. People would just go on a tangent about Robin's tights. Like that's something to argue over. People argue over the most nonsense, especially on the internet. Just be cool. Be cool. Treat each other with respect. And you will be treated in return with respect. And if you're not, move on. Don't dwell on negativity. Negativity's for fools. Be kind to one another. If you're not, you're a fool. And the person you're fooling the most is yourself. Don't fool yourself. Alright, there's only 3 people left, and I'm one of them. Ironically, this game was not Swift at all. We've been playing it for quite some time. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Which is usually the case anyways. Alright, let's see if my little trap will work. Back when I used to play Half-Life, my screen name was Happy Camper, because I would do stuff like this. They used to have claymore mines. You just throw them, you wait for someone to come and you blow them. Or I'd sit with a sniper rifle. People used to get mad too. Where? You're camping. People said I was camping so much. That's why I named myself Happy Camper. And I had to use a K. Happy K Amper. Because there was about 50 other Happy Campers with a C. People like to whine and complain all the time. If you're going to cut anything out of your life, cut out whining and complaining. It's a waste of your time. It's a waste of your energy. And it drags everyone around you down. There's no need for it at all. Just be cool to one another. And all you youngins, take that to heart. Apply it to your life. Oh, look at that. No sweat insurance. Looks like they got a policy on the entire map. Don't trust insurance companies. Oh, just me and him. Oh, now it's just him. Or her. The skin is a her. We'll get him next time. You guys have a great day.